probably should have some sort of upload schedule, but like, I'm pretty inconsistent. Maybe one day I will be consistent, but like, I'll have to have like something that I'm actively working towards. I came back because, oof, can you get further away? How do we make this taller? I'll have to get some more books. Please, give me a second. Try. Get some more books. Is this gonna like make things worse and not better? Alright, just give me a second. I don't think that this is gonna work the way that I want it to work. I mean, I could stack. Okay. I was gonna put a bunch of books. Instead, I'm going to use. Okay. A jar, a mason jar, and a jar of peanut butter. Okay. I think that's as good as it's gonna get for now. We're resourceful here. Okay. Back to the original problem. Perspective. Okay. I'm going to assume that the ground is here. And the character is here. And I'm going to try to keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. And wow. Okay, so I'm going to put the ground here. And let's see here. A bunch of people say the character, a standard character about my height, whatever it was about. Here. Here. Wow, here. How is that going to help anybody understand anything? Pelvis. Leg joints. Foot. Foot. Is he floating? He's kind of floating, isn't he? So I guess that this is technically wrong still. Still wrong. Okay. And more or less, it's a straight on type. Oh no. Dog's whimpering. Why is Doggy sad? It's not my doggy. Otherwise I wouldn't let it be sad. But I'm sure that there are some situations where it whimper anyway and there's not much I can do about it. It really wants to like bark at something outside and there's absolutely nothing there. But like, what if it's a ghost? Ugh, I don't like this. I don't like this. This is nothing still. You know? I understand that this is just like sort of practice. Again, with the practice and not actually making anything, but like, gotta figure out what I'm not understanding. So more or less, this is pretty much straight on. And there isn't really a perspective, is the idea. And it's just about yay big. And like, if I was going to make it into squares, you can't see the back side, either side. And that's the idea. Except for the foot, maybe, because the foot comes forward. Using blocks. Block it out. But this one is more organic, somewhat looking. So what I don't understand. So what I said is this is the ground down here. And there's this one artist that I think about all the time, apparently. And if this is the ground, and it goes about yay high, and if you were to draw from the top to the bottom, but like, I know it has something to do with like maybe math or trigonometry, but like I don't fully understand. The perspective lines go down there, but this is just the center of the character. Unless what I'm missing is if that were the height of the character, and we'll say that this is the width of the character, and then it comes down here, and then it comes down to the horizon line here, and it intersects with the. Well, actually, I think it. Well, I'm confused now. Does the angle need to match on both sides for it to be like correct? Would it be like the same distance between the left side and the right side for it to be like balanced? 1 second. Uno momento, por favor. Should probably also. I mean, I would consider drawing. Actually, I should test to see. Does pencil sketch even show up? Just go down here. Draw something simple and check the camera. And then another annoying thing is just like as soon as I start like drawing something that like I've practiced from like references and stuff like that, I feel like everything else goes out the window. Everything about like grids or whatever. Can I see that? Oh, look at that! You can see that. Okay, so maybe I should switch to pencil. I know on the other camera it doesn't really show at all. And now I can like erase and fix things and make adjustments and do a better job with the construction lines, which is probably important. And it's just like, as you can see, I can just like sort of throw down whatever this is. Can't tell you it's a dog because like it probably looks more like a fox. But like where's the perspective lines, dude? Where's like everything else that you were like supposedly supposed to be learning, you know? Like where's the horizon line? Where's the cross contour lines? The this, the that, the whatever. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not good either. Just sort of like trying to remember, you know, what an animal looks like. Like I'll see a bunch of like artwork online, and well, I'm not saying that it makes me sad or jealous or envious or anything like that, but I'm just like, you know, inspired might be a better word because I'm just like, you know, what I draw is kind of, well, I don't love it, obviously. All right, I'm gonna come back to that though. But that just demonstrates that. Oops. Just demonstrates that the pencil does work. I'm gonna start on a new page. Mom's paper. I'm just using regular printer paper because it's cheap-ish. Oh, okay, I've got to fix this real quick. Okay, back on your peanut butter jar. Go back up there. All right, now back to it. So earlier, Okay, one person said that the most important line is the left and right horizontal line, and that tells me what? I think this tells me that this line is 90 degrees. And this tells me that 180, no, that's not right. Hang on. I did the math somewhere. Not that it's important, but like, oh, come on. So disorganized. 270. Really? So, okay, so 270 degrees. Oh, well, I should probably keep that one out then, so if I need it again. Where'd it go? Ugh, excuse me. Okay, not this one. Not that one. Not that one. No, oh wait, actually it is on there, but I made a different one. Can you see how much I'm trying to figure this out? LOL. Sorry, I'm moving so fast. I don't know. That one. Should probably have it all going in the same direction. Not this one. I did one recently. Unless it's like not even in here. We should put this. Oh, there's only a couple more left. Okay. None of those. No, I'll just have to do it. No, I don't want to do the math again. What? How did I lose it? Ah, here we are. Okay. This is the cleaned up version for all of that. Not that I even figured out what the point of this is. Oh. Where's my pencil now? But I've been trying to figure this out. I'm going to put this aside. I want to keep that for me, just for the numbers. But so if this is the horizontal line, right? This is what a bunch of artists say. Oh, if you want to draw anything, you have to have a horizontal line, which divides the sky from the ground. I would assume that this is the center line of the camera. So I guess I have to figure out how far away the camera is. So how do I do that? I don't know. I'm thinking too much, but this is important. And as soon as I figure this out, I feel like everything else is going to be easier. And I've like watched a bunch of videos and whatever on it. So if I put something just like here and say that this is the ground. Okay, so now we have a bunch of parallel lines that don't intersect. Doesn't really tell me much. Up, down, left, and right. Wasting more paper. That's what I'm doing. From this, I can't tell anything, I don't think. It's just a box. It doesn't tell me anything about the perspective because we're looking at it straight on. So, but one person had said that if you bring it down to the ground line, I think it was, and if like the line matches, then it tells me that the perspective point should go here and here, I think. So based on this, I should be able to, what? What should I be able to do? Depth. What am I trying to do depth-wise? I know that I can continue to stack these on top of each other till the end of time if I wanted to. This is different because the ground is here. So whatever it was, it would have to be bigger. That much I know. So I think that like if I wanted something in front of it, then this, if it was the same size, and like we're assuming that it's a 4x4 type box, so the top and the bottom would be about the same. So it would give me the illusion that this box is bigger, and it'd be like overlapping shapes. So this one overlaps with that one, which is in the back, which is one optical illusion that I can take advantage of. So this one's bigger because it's closer. And furthermore, I could do it again, but then again, I'm only guessing, and it has nothing to do. Well, I mean, if I connected the corners, would that help too? I mean, perhaps. Is it even showing up? Oh. So that's something that I can use. And the up and down lines, I think, would still be the same. And if I wanted it to, I think the horizontal lines would also be the same. Because we're still looking at it 0 degrees. At what point? It has to come towards us and has to come down, though, I think. Because it wouldn't. At some point, I think that the lines would have to converge towards the middle. Or maybe that's wrong. That's not a square. That's more square-ish. So as far as optical illusions go, that kind of makes sense. So this one would be above, but like it doesn't, it's just like floating in space, and how can you really tell anything? So this one, but then that would mean that there is a vanishing point if all of these connect, and the vanishing point would go right here. So now I have a third vanishing point. But where did it come from? I'm still trying to figure out where this one came from, you know? So, okay, and the other thing is, like, it's kind of frustrating because, like, I've watched a bunch of videos on vanishing points, perspective points, and, like, I see what they do, but they're not, I don't know. She's like, were you paying attention in class? I was. Were you following along? I probably wasn't, to be honest with you. Those videos that are just like, hey, you know, just like, I don't want you to just like watch my video and assume that you know what you're doing. You actually have to like follow along type stuff. Okay. I'm going to move over here. Okay, so the other thing that I need to practice is if I said that this is the horizontal line of the camera, this is the center point of the camera, this is what the camera's looking at. And then, well, perspective point still, you know, still confused about that. Because if I say, oh, this is where the vanishing point is, it's just like, why? Why did you choose to put it there when you could put it anywhere? And like, I know that if I instead, like, let's say I drew a box here. Okay, first of all, like it can't be just a square. As soon as it's in perspective, well, what I've been doing is like long, short. So one's long, one's short, and when it connects together, and so, and I'm just gonna throw on some back ones, and still I haven't figured out like, I just sort of like throw lines down and it sort of works, and I'm still not sure how. It's like when you use like the wrong formula to get the right answer type stuff. From this, I can extend the lines. And that tells me that this is a perspective line, or point, vanishing point, whatever. And then this is also a perspective point, vanishing point, whatever. But they don't match on the horizon line that I originally put, because if I put the horizon line here, it would go something more like that. And so I guess I'll get rid of that. But then it's confusing because it's just like the first line, you know, is supposed to be the correct line. You know, how is like everything else after that not correct? And if I wanted to do the inside lines, let's see here, this has to go over there. Is it showing? I think so. This has to go over there. This goes over here. This goes over there. This goes over there. And the back line is supposed to connect, but like I have a very hard time actually connecting it. The up and down. I think I have to like sort of futz it a little bit to make sure that it sort of fits. I'm gonna darken like all those. Now I'm using a pencil. Okay, where's my pen? There it is. Sometimes I'll just say, where's my pen? And it materializes. And then it's just like, great, you drew a box, but like, why did you need a box? Why did you need to see this side of the box? Oops, it's sort of off center, but like it's fine. Oh, that's kind of sloppy. So it's just like, congratulations, you can draw a box. Now, what do you do with it? And I know that like someone's just like, okay, actually, there's this one exercise that I'm considering now. No, actually, there's multiple exercises. I should work with a pencil. I'm gonna try to not waste paper and finish this one out before moving on to the next one. Okay, there's something that I keep doing, and I keep doing it wrong. Okay, first, okay, square, 4x4, assuming it's a 4x4 something other. Okay, now this side matches. Actually, did I need? Oops. And then okay, the back length, I usually just guess where it's supposed to go, but there's a way to do it without guessing. What would it be though? Because like I know that I can just like randomly put lines and say, oh, that's perspective, you know. And I'm like, okay, you know, this is like leaning backwards, I guess. This is the back. This is the front. You know, it's like leaning. And like if I did it again, well, okay, so I guess the front would have to be the same as the original one. And then this one would be like that. But then again, I just guessed and did it by eye. And like, yeah, it might be like leaning and it's closer to flat, back, front. And like, if I had more space, I would continue doing it. And okay, so now I have to do it the opposite way. So that would mean that the back would be short and the front would be long. And then connect it like that. And then I could do it again where it's short and long and like that. And but like I feel like I'm using the wrong formula to get the right answer, and I haven't exactly figured out how to like utilize this. Let's see here. This would be long, and like this would be short, and that would go like that. This would be like long. That would be like short, and then it would be something like that. And like it is turning, quotation marks, turning, I guess. But like this, and it's like a 2D plane, like shifting in space. Short. Is this doing the exact same thing? No, it's doing the reverse. So long, short. Well, I feel like that's kind of like the same as the other one. Is it actually turning? I don't know. Let's put faces on this. something about a bean mouth. Look, he's so happy to see you. Okay. Um. And then I just sort of guess all the time on how things are supposed to go. Don't even think that's correct. Anyway, just like throw out the rest of them just to say it's done. That's not right somehow, but like, who cares? Do you care? I don't care. That's not right somehow. And like, I guess I could have done a better job mapping the face. So I mapped the center and said this is the center of the face. And put like an eye here and like an eye here. That already looks kind of better, but like, isn't it somewhat the same as like whatever else I was putting down? Or does it actually look better? Center of the face. And it's just like it's all squished together. And I understand that's what perspective does. It sort of squishes it together. X marks the spot. Center. Cross line. I forgot the curly Q that I was like doing. Okay, it's just like last one, so I can move on to another page. This is incredibly frustrating for me personally. Because, well, I'm supposed to be having fun with this. Like, if I'm not having fun, like, what am I really doing? But, like, eventually, love to be able to, like, draw cutesy characters. Okay, move that one to the side. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay. What have I learned? Okay. So, okay. How do I make this all work? Like, how do I do this, really? So I know that if I wanted to, well, I should probably move you. Okay, this is a random floor. That's not, again, just like absentmindedly putting lines down. It's not really absentmindedly, it's a system, but like, okay, where's my pen now? Can make a grid on the ground. And that's great, I guess. Can use like these units of measure to like, honestly, I could have probably done like a better job or a quicker job if I didn't do it like this. I don't know why I'm doing it like this specifically. And like the idea is like if I can draw like I can put if I can if I can draw a grid background, then I should be able to like place characters anywhere in that background, I guess is the idea. So this is the center. We'll say that the character, I should probably move to Active Pencil, is here. And like, what does that tell me? I don't know. Like, if I was going to absentmindedly just like sort of put a character there and try to get him to like be standing on the ground, I guess he'll be like waving, because that's like pretty generic. I need to stop doing generic. I need to be doing like more. Okay. So does it actually? Okay, hang on. It's not done yet. I need to connect. Like, I'm looking forward to the day that I can make like comics and stories and stuff. But like, I don't want to do it if it takes like 1,100 hours to make like one photo, one image. Like the dude that makes the Berserk comics, no thanks. Like that's his art style, and he can stick to it. Like, I don't want to spend 1,100 hours doing that. Like I am a person of efficiency, where I can be a person of efficiency. Not everything has to be like efficient. Sometimes you just gotta like love the process, the busy work of it. Like I don't even know. Just like, does this look like it can fit in this background? And just like, I don't know. And then like the rules just like sort of go out the window. And like I guess you're supposed to like learn the rules and then forget the rules. I don't know. This is still not what I wanted. It's disproportionate, head, shoulders, arms are all just like not really working. I'm gonna go ahead and pen this. And oh, that's a bit sloppy. Like thinking about some of these artists that I admire online. It's just like my art doesn't look like that. And it's just like, well, and then I'm confused. It's just like, it maybe if you took your time or something. Just like, I don't know. Like I just like thinking about the artwork where I do take my time and spend like 1,100 hours on it and still don't like it. The conclusion that I reached is just like, I feel like if you don't have the most important lines down from the get-go, it's not going to work. Like spending 100 hours on something that was never going to work isn't going to make it work. Like, and that's not always true. Like, it's not always false yet. For me specifically, like if the gesture lines aren't right, which is another thing. It's just like, how do you combine gesture with like perspective? Something else that I'm trying to figure out. I'm gonna like shade this all in so it stands out from like the ground. The arm seems way too thick and disproportionate to the other things that are on this page. So something went wrong. Well, I'm trying to combine different art skills too. I mean, as far as the silhouette goes, it's not bad. It's just like not good either. Okay. So, but like I didn't even need to do the grid on the ground for this to like actually work. And like also, it's probably a shadow or something. Not that that's a convincing shadow at all. Like there's this one guy on the internet, and he makes comics, and his name is like David Finch or something. And he's like an amazing artist. Like I watched his videos, and like, what did he tell me? he told me that the head would go here. So if I made a head here and I made it about this size, or this size, or like this size, it would all match up on this line. Is that what you said? Well, I think that there would be like some fluctuation. Then again, where's the grid that, I've been rambling on about? Like, this just goes back to the original, just like, make something like overlapping shapes and like. This doesn't really tell a story at all, does it? Which is like another thing. But like, did I really need to put that down? I mean, alternatively, I don't know, maybe it means that these guys are all like similar heights. So, I mean, I guess the other thing is just like, what if I wanted a character that was a dissimilar height? Sade! Um, and then just like, I don't know, and I just sort of like throw things on there. I'm just like, yeah, person has like this. Oh, this is kind of sloppy. Ew. Just, um, um, I think I made your thighs way too thick. At least we know you're not skipping gym day. It's too stiff anyway. Just like, I don't know. I didn't really think that through, Java Jazz was saying, you gotta put the construction lines down. Did I put construction lines down? No, I just put random shapes down. And it's just like, yeah, I can make this work. And like, shouldn't be surprised that it doesn't work because like I didn't like plan it through. I'm just trying something. Dang, dude. Dang. It's like more or less the same. But then again, it is just like a humanoid figure, and humanoid figures would look relatively similar. I mean, but then again, shape language is just something that I've been struggling with. I was like looking at the Zootopia fan art, and I was just like, there's this one person, just like don't know who they are, so I can't cite them. But like, I was looking at their art, and I was just like, dang. Like their shape language does work. And it's not about trying to make the most realistic anatomy. It's just like getting flow and like the shape. And like I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm sure that if I just like continue and continue and continue and continue and continue and continue, like eventually I'm gonna get somewhere. Probably. But I don't know. Maybe if I was like focusing on the right thing, someone's just like, oh, practice makes perfect. They're just like, no, perfect practice makes perfect. They're just like, okay, shut up. Shut up. Nobody was talking to you. It's just like there's no such thing as perfect. Don't let perfection be the enemy of good. That's what I keep saying. I don't know. I'm just like throwing shapes down. I'm not actually doing anything. I'm gonna move on past this. Okay, what else? Proportions, boxes, shapes. Just like, what do I need to do? What I need to do is I'm going to turn to a new page. I have this loose idea. I need to sharpen my pencil. And take a sip of apple juice. Recently got apple juice from the store and I'm excited about that. I couldn't eat an apple if you paid me, but apple juice? Awesome. I had two ideas. One, I want to make, okay. Actually, I'm going to divide the page into 4 blocks. And I'm going to try to make a very simple comic, which is not something that I've done in a very long time. So I have this idea. What is it? Oh, I actually have a couple of different ideas. I want to make a chess comic because I thought it was funny. One is, what is it? How do I want this to end? So the idea loosely is this. I don't know if you play chess, but like sometimes there'll be a situation where you'll have to choose to save either your bishop or your knight. And there's a long-standing argument, which one do you keep, your bishop or your knight? So I wanted to have it like a situation where it's just like, they're forced to like choose, and both the bishop and the knight are like looking at you like, save me, sir. And it's just like, but like trying to figure out how exactly I want it. Should probably do thumbnails. Thumbnails is a good idea. So I'm gonna keep this page, but I'm gonna move it off to the side. I'm gonna work in pen for now. Okay. So let's see here. How do I want to? I'm trying to figure out how the bishop and the knight are supposed to look. Just like if they look like chess pieces, I don't even know what they look like at the top of my head. A bishop. The bishop probably needs like a funny looking head. This is not a thumbnail. This is just like an actual like whatever. Oh my goodness, it looks like a dildo. Don't tell anybody. Oops. Just like get banned. TOS. Just like, what is that phallic looking shit? LOL. Okay. And then like just like does this and just like where's the grid? Where's this? Where's that? And just like I don't know. Learn the rules, forget the rules. Okay, it can't look like this because like it has to look like an actual bishop or something. And I had like an idea that it was gonna like kind of look like the Dark Magician. So let's see here. Okay, he's gonna have like I don't know some sort of head like that, and his face is gonna be in here, I guess, and it's gonna have some sort of hood ish. Like I feel like I'm off to a bad start here. Like obviously this is gonna be the final version. I'm just trying to figure something out. It has to be like bishop shaped. And like, what does a bishop even look like? Just like I don't know. I'm thinking like a father from like a church or something. Just like this is not my specialty, but it's probably good practice anyway. Okay, so I probably have some sort of robes. And I was thinking about like the Dark Magician, so I'm probably gonna give him like some sort of like staff. Dark Magician from like Yu-Gi-Oh! And he's got like some sort of scepter like this. So it goes to the ground, I guess. I'll have to come back to this. Like this isn't going to be the final version, of course. I'm just trying to get like an idea on the board, on the page. I think I play too much chess. I know that I play too much chess. Let's see here. What else? So I was thinking some sort of like robes or something. So probably need to focus on like the silhouette of the character. Something like that. And it goes around. I don't really like this, but like I'm just trying to put some ideas down. What about the? I don't know. Like I'm thinking it's like some sort of like. I guess I'm thinking like Alchemist from like Full Metal Alchemist with like the okay. Maybe it needs more of like a hood. I don't like what I'm doing here, but like it's fine. Just like need to get ideas on the page. Need to loosen up, honestly. Need to have like more fun with it. Like I need to remember that the artist from Captain America and the artist from like I was about to say How to Get Away with Murder, and that's not even like related remotely to anything. Like think about Danny Phantom, for Christ's sake. Just like, do you think? I don't know. I don't like this. I don't think that this is what a bishop would look like. Would it be bishop be wearing gloves? I think I'm gonna make the bishop be wearing gloves. I don't like what I've done here, but like I got something on the page, so anything is better than nothing. I'm gonna have to come back to this. Okay, so this is silhouette number one. I don't love it. I also don't like the phallic looking dildo that I made here. It's supposed to be a chess piece. LOL. LOL. I had seen like this one video, and it had number 2 chess player in the world, Hikaru Nakamura, and he was looking at this meme that someone had sent him, and it had like a bunch of chess pieces all like in a row. Let's see here. Like if a pawn looked like, oh boy, I don't think I can do this without like it all looking phallic shaped. Like the queen. The queen. What does the queen look like? Just like I don't know. I'd have to actually have like chess pieces in front of me. Oh, this is bad. I need to stop. I need to stop. LOL. No, no, no. That's not what they look like at all. Goodness gracious. Okay, we'll just say that like this is a king shape. It's not. It's not. This is so bad. Like what? What? Just like I thought you said you play chess. I thought that you look at chess pieces all the time and then you go to draw. That's the thing about drawing. You think you know what things look like, and then you go to try to draw them and you realize you don't know anything. You know? Like try to draw a picture of your mother or someone that you like. And you find out that you're just like, I have no idea what color eyes they are. I'm just like, anyway. And back to the joke, but like there was a bunch of like chess pieces, and then there was just like specifically like I can't even like draw this now. That's not good. I can do better. But all that's important, it was dildo shaped, and like all the other chess pieces are just like, what kind of chess piece are you? And the number 2 in the world was just like, I don't get it. Is that a light bulb? Is that a spoon? And it really cracked me up. It was just like too innocent. LOL. Okay, this isn't gonna stay. Also, I need to focus on like what is the horse gonna look like. The knight, I think, is gonna have like a horse head. Oh goodness! Just like now you're asking me to draw like a horse. Just like I don't remember what a horse looks like any more than I know what a bishop looks like. Like I've okay. Oh What? I think I'm drawing a camel. A hippo? Oh, no. Oh, goodness. I'm so glad that I'm not streaming to the internet for everybody to see. Like, I don't know how things look like. Oh, it's too late. Like, oh my god, oh my goodness. That's definitely not a horse. That's definitely not a horse. I'm gonna have to try this again. This looks more hippo shaped. Looks like Gloria from like. Ugh. I'm just gonna make it worse by like trying to give it like, I don't know, ponytail. Give it some like luxurious hair here. Just like, what is this? Oh my goodness. Okay, okay, that's really not good. But you know, gotta get the bad drawings out of the way so you can make the good ones. So what is my understanding? Well, I know I can probably look at a picture of a horse. Like, what does a horse's snout look like then? Like, they have a nose, I think. They have like a big nose. And they have like ears and they're like pointy. Is this the point where I'm supposed to be like looking at a reference of what a horse looks like? I think they have like long jaw bones. This kind of looks more like a cow though. Somebody's getting a toe. Listen. I've seen select segments of My Little Pony. Like, trying a horse should not be that hard. What? What? Like, I don't even know. I'm very disappointed with myself. Is it because I need like a long neck? Like, it's not a horse until it has like a long neck? Is that what it is? It's like hair, luxurious hair that just like sits over here. Man, that's a lot of annoying sounds in the background, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, that's not quite right. That's not quite right. I'm trying to remember what the horse from like, what is that movie, Tangled? I mean, maybe if I show this to someone, they're just like, yeah, I can see that you were trying to draw a horse, but like, I can't tell you that that actually looks like a horse. What does a horse look like now? Okay, okay, if this is nearby, I'd say, I'm gonna look up like one of my books that has like stuff about like horses. Oh boy, that's really sad for me. That's really sad. Can't draw a bishop, can't draw chess pieces, can't draw a horse, can't really draw. Really bad, dude. Take a sip of my apple juice. But like, I'm determined not to be looking at references because I already know that I can draw from reference. I wish I could like pull something up to show you, but like most of my stuff is just like studies of naked people. Alright, I'm gonna start on a new page. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so one person had said silhouette is really important. Okay, so my apple juice. And now I'm out. Okay. Let's try this again. What do I need? So much for making a comic. LOL. I'll have to come back to it. It's still a good idea, but I have to be able to. I'll draw a bishop and a knight. And like, I'm thinking, what about a person in a suit of armor with a mask that looks like a horse? That way it looks like a knight. I think that's an interesting idea. I want to try doing the knight first. Okay. So, and the other thing is what perspective. I'm just gonna like do it how I would normally do it, I guess. Okay, well, but then the other thing is like what pose do I want it to be in? I think I'm not gonna pose it just yet. I'm gonna try to like figure out how to simplify it. Okay, so one person's just like you gotta divide it into about 8 heads tall, roughly. So I'll do that. Put a generic shape for the head. Why am I working in pen again? Why not? I'll just keep the lines pretty loose and thin. Let's see here. Legs. I think I made that a little bit. I think his knees would be a bit lower. Ankles. Okay. Should he have a sword? I don't know. I feel like a knight would actually have like a lance. I don't remember what a lance looks like. Oh, wait. I think I do. So, like, how do you hold a lance, though? Usually you hold it in your, like, arm. So I guess I'll just have him, like, holding a lance like this. And it'll be, like, sticking out like that. So, like, one shoulder's going to be up, one's going to be down. And this one's just going to be hanging off to the side, I guess. Like that. We'll start with that. Okay. Okay, now try to think about. Okay, I'm gonna come back to the head last, I guess. I'm gonna try to do like smaller versions of. Now I need to think about armor, an armor set. Well, actually, first I need to like get some sort of like body in there, and then put the armor on top, I think. Just try to do like loose shapes here. That's the abdomen. This is the pelvis. This is the legs. Kneecaps. Legs. I had seen this video the other day, and the video is just like how to draw Raven from Teen Titans. And I decided to click on it, and I was very upset because like this person drew. Ooh. I expected him to draw Raven from the original Teen Titans, is what I expected. But like they didn't. They drew their own version from like this new Teen Titans that I've never even heard of. It's not Teen Titans Go either. It was like some other Teen Titans something or other. Just like I don't even know if I classify that as like Teen Titans. Yeah. And like he like drew this random like I don't know head, in like a minute, and it's just like that's not how to draw Raven. Like no, how are you going to title that video like that? Just like this is what you should have titled it is just like this is how I draw it in like a minute, with like no teaching instruction at all. Okay. Anyway. And so there was like another one, how to draw Beast Boy. It was just like, no, you're not teaching anybody how to do anything. If anything, you're just like stealing someone's characters, passing it off as your own. But like that's a little hypocritical. It's just like calm down, calm down. I didn't go into the comments and say anything. Of course, like I keep my negativity to myself. Thank you very much. Coffee. Okay, so now I'm thinking like Elden Ring armor set. Does this guy need a shield? I don't think so. If he's like riding a horse. Okay, so now I need to think armor set. I need to think. Okay, so I'm guessing that you wouldn't. Okay, so let's see here. I'm gonna draw a head shape over here so I don't mess up the original. Can you see both? Oh, I put it in like a terrible spot in retrospect. Okay, so roughly a head shape. Head shape here. Okay, so the first thing I'm thinking is like knight's. Okay, helmet. Helmet is what I'm thinking. What kind of helmet is he wearing? Would you be able to see his face? I feel like most knights you'd see his face. So I'm thinking something like a Batman type cowl. You wouldn't see the ears. I think you would see the mouth. So I'm gonna draw a mouth in there. I'm gonna like accentuate a chin here. I think he should probably have a beard. And he's gonna have, okay, so if let's top line, bottom line, some sort of like thing, like the sliding visor thing that they'll be wearing. This is probably good practice for me, trying to like draw from imagination and stuff like that. Although some people would argue, you should look at reference and you should. But like the thing is, if I'm looking at reference, I often like draw the reference to a T, and like that's not exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, so I'm just gonna like roughen, just like would it be like up and down? I don't think so. In retrospect, it wouldn't exactly be like that. And honestly, I think with the perspective that the line should curve. I'm glad that I didn't put on the original though. So how do I and like where? Let's see here. I don't exactly like what I've done here. Just like kind of Cyclops looking dude. Just like it's also supposed to be like horse shaped. I don't like what I've done here. But like gotta keep going. Horse ears. Which I don't even remember what horse ears look like. I think that they're these perky things that go kind of like that. But then that doesn't seem right. Ooh, ish. Ish. Okay. That does not seem right. This kind of looks like Daredevil, except worse. Okay. Okay. Fine. But then again, my phone is being occupied, so I can't even like look up reference even if I wanted to. So, oh goodness. I'm gonna come back to the armor set. That's not how I want the head to look. Apparently, I've got my work cut out for me. Okay. So, a knight. A knight, what does a knight have? Probably needs a chest plate. So I should probably start with a chest plate like this, maybe. Probably give him like a neck thing. Although maybe it would go deeper. Probably needs to have like some sort of like clasp or something there to just like keep it together. Keep it together, son. Let's see here. I think it would come down here and we would be protecting like the rib cage area. So something like that. Maybe if we gave him like giant shoulder pauldrons. Something like that. Just on one side or on both? I want to put it on both, but like I like the idea of asymmetry. So it's not like, the exact same thing on both sides. I don't like it when it's just like something like that. Okay, so let's see here. He wouldn't have armor underneath the armpits, I don't think. Uh, um, Probably like chainmail up to the neck, but it wouldn't go all the way up. It would just like go over here and just like signify that there's chainmail there. What else? What about the belly? Like LOL. I'm just like, this is wild. When you try to like draw and you're just like, how do things look like? How do things work? Like I've spent so much time looking at reference at different things, and it's just like, and then I'm just like, I don't know, and just like try to put it together, and it's just like, what? Um, let's see here. Wow, this is really sad. Wow. And something about gauntlets, something about like bracers. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna put bracers here, I guess. I just like, but it wouldn't be like organic looking. It would be like, I don't know, maybe like I don't know. How do you put these things on? I guess something like that, and it has like a clasp that goes from one side to the other side to keep it on. And would it be like on a hinge? Goodness gracious, doesn't know how armor works. You absolute fool. Uh, I guess that's what happens when you just like spend all your time like working on anatomy and not like clothing and armor sets. But like this is a good exercise, And like it doesn't need to be like perfect. I mean, honestly, I should be like focusing more about like silhouette than anything else. So just to imagine that somebody, and then just like I could make everything like leather, and like I need to stop doing the exact same hand in the same pose. I need to like vary it up. But like if he's just like standing there, just like what else would his hand be doing, really? Do you want him picking his nose? Excuse me. I think that the arm is too big. Would it be like baggy? I'm gonna make it like baggy under here. Make it like cloth, I guess. This does not give me Elden Ring vibes at all, to be honest with you. Okay, so if he's got a chest plate, how do I protect his midsection? Like, I guess it could be like a layered sort of like armor set. Like the chest plate comes on top and just like, but like, I don't, maybe there's another part that goes down to here and it goes down to his like abdomen. And like maybe he's got like something that shows the illusion of like a six pack. Um, I'm like, what am I doing? Just like drawing all this in pen. Like, am I insane? But drawing in pen makes it so I'm like less precious about like mistakes and stuff like that. Okay, so we need to protect his genitals from getting stabbed. How do they do that? Well, oftentimes they wear like sort of a skirt, I think. They wear the chainmail skirt. So I'll just like throw that in there. I mean, I don't think I would like to wear a chainmail skirt because, like, but then again, I'm the type of person who doesn't want to wear anything at any time. But like, I'm sure if I went to war, I would want body armor. Just like I'm not stupid. But then again, there was like this one tribe that like fought like booty ass naked, and apparently they like won because they were just like freaking out their opponents. It's just like, what the fuck? Which is kind of epic. But like, I don't want to get stabbed, so probably have like what are these called? I don't even know. Just like I don't know, just like throw shapes of metal on top of like everything and just like call it a day. Just like how someone came up with like I don't know knee pads, not knee pads. I don't know, but like I'm gonna give them some knee pads, something like that. Okay, I don't like this at all. This isn't gonna work for the final, but like it really does show me where my weaknesses are. Um, let's say that he's got like straps on here. Okay. So this is let's try to go in like shin guards, I guess. Uh does it protect the backside of the shins? Like I don't even know. Like shoot, dude. Like I've always been into like medieval stuff and like Star Wars and like video games. It's just like how do I not know what armor looks like? But like, sorry, I was just like looking for things that look cool. My goodness, just like how do you draw shoes, boots? Like I don't even know anymore. This is sad. This is sad. Oh my goodness. So many decisions have to like go into place apparently. And then the helmet, are you kidding me? This is a joke. This is a joke. I have to like really. Drawing is hard, art is hard. That's wild. Apparently I'm gonna have to spend way more time drawing armor. But like I haven't even like gotten anatomy down, you know? I haven't gotten like the basics down. I'm gonna make him hold I don't draw a hand. Are you kidding me? Like what is he holding again? He's holding a does it go all the way to his armpit? Like how far does this thing go? I don't know. Make it like this. I guess like this. Just like wrap around like that. Just like this just like looks like a giant rapier, honestly. Like how long does this even go? What is this called again? I feel like I knew what the word was a little while ago, but then I forgot. This is really sad. This is really sad. And it's just like no wonder nobody's hiring me for any art jobs. Just like, do you see this? Oof. Okay. Let's try to okay, so that's supposed to be like a visor and it's supposed to like slide. Um I'm trying to get the horse ears in here. And they're supposed to be like decor. I don't even know what word I'm trying to use right now. So either he's gonna have like a horse's face, or he's gonna just like have okay, that's no, that's not gonna work. That's really not gonna work. Wow. Wow. Apparently, I'm gonna have to do more horse studies. Just like, what does a horse look like? Do I have a book on horses? I'm just gonna have to like go on to Line of Action, not even no wildlife references for artists, and figure out what a horse looks like. I'm gonna have to draw that. I'm also gonna have to like work on armor sets, I guess. I'm gonna have to like just like oh boy. But it's gonna be good for my education overall, types of things that I'll be able to make in the future for like video games and different comics and different stories. And like I don't know, I still feel like I'm failing in the basics. I'm neglecting the basics. I'm just like, is there any point in trying to like put this in color? I'm just like, I don't think so. Just like, do you see how bad this is? LOL. Okay. Okay. I do kind of wish that I had like reference of stuff. Although, I'm glad that I don't, so I don't have to. Give me uno momento, por favor. Wow. It's really sad. Sad. Just like, I don't know what I expected I was going to do in the beginning. I thought I saw this visual in my head, and I was just like, yeah, I can do this. I'm supposed to do it. But then again, I need to learn how to simplify also. I think I spent too much time working from like realism, and then it's just like, now I have to like figure out how to do the opposite, which is how to do like cartoons. And then how does any of this go back to the original thing, with like all the angles and like the trigonometry and this, that, the other? Can't believe I forgot what a dog looks like. I'm sorry, a horse. Like, is that a horse? This is maybe passable. Like, nobody's gonna get a tattoo of that though. LOL. Dang, dude. Like, I'm sure if I looked through notebooks, I would like find horse studies somewhere. Wow. I'm gonna have to do more studies. Okay. And then my bishop? Really? That's what you're gonna look like? Oof. Okay, the knight can't look like this. Alright, let's try again. If at first you don't succeed, fuck this shit, sneaks and wheat. No, you try again. You should drink some water though. Water's good for me. Okay. So, let's see here. What do I think that a horse looks like? I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm going to try to imagine a horse. Horse, of course. And with my eyes closed, I'm going to try to draw a horse. Of course, it's failing. I know that it's got the top of the head, it goes into the eyes, it has a long snout, but like that doesn't look the right shape to me already. But like also the skull shape of the horse, like what does that do? And that's not quite right. And like the snout, what does the snout do? Like if I was brushing a horse's, actually I think it would be smoother. Now that I'm thinking about it, it would be like more like that. Would be a deeper drop. Now, what does a horse's nose do? I think it goes up. I think that they have like the nostrils like that. But then this just doesn't seem right to me at all. And just like, do they have? I mean, obviously they have like some sort of like eye socket thing that goes into like the thing. This is not looking good at all. And I would think that they have like some sort of like ear, like right here, and like it would be on the other side as well. But like then I keep drawing like the same thing, and like I thought that they had floppy ears at one point, but then I like remember looking, and they had like the short ears that sort of like kind of like go like that, and they have like the neck that goes. They got like the neck, and it's got a bump, and they must have like a jaw that like drops. Um, and then I would assume that they have like I don't know something behind. It's where their like jaw muscle goes, and like they must have a mouth, and they have like the small chin, and I would assume that they have like lips. I mean, but like I don't think that they have like a dark nose, do they? Not like a dog nose. But like also like what about hmm, a mouth? Like what do their mouths do? Boy, oh boy, how do I mean I would assume that looks like any other animal's mouth that looks like that, but I feel like this is already more dog shaped. And like what is this? This is a creepy looking. My goodness. But like this is good. This shows me that like I still suck. I need to work on it. Oh my goodness. Eyelashes, really? No. Okay, this is very discouraging. But like I'd like to see you do better. And then you do it, and you do like 100 times better, and I'm just like, okay, you know what? Shut the fuck up. Nobody was asking you. Ugh, okay. Yikes. Yikes. Um. Yikes. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. But like, even like pro artists struggle with drawing horses. So, you know, there's this one channel that I used to watch all the time called Drawfee. And, you know, if you've seen Drawfee and if you've seen Jacob Horse before, then it's just like, I can't even like remember what Jacob Horse looks like right now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's try again. If at first you don't succeed, fuck this shit and smoke some weed. But I ain't got any, so I'm gonna try again. Besides, I've been taking a long break from smoking weed, and if I smoked weed right now, I would probably have some sort of anxiety attack. I'd get all paranoid. Okay. So the problem is, like, I don't remember what their snouts look like, and also, like, I struggle to even put on a snout on a shape like this. Like, I would think that it just like extends like that. Like, do they have like a flat snoot? I would assume that this is closer. Or something like that. Something like that. Something like that. They have like the. I'm just like sort of guessing, huh? I would assume they have something like that. For the eye socket. Something like that for the skull. It goes up and it goes flat. And it goes like over here. And it comes down and out and like over here. And I would assume that they have like nostrils. Just like, how the heck do I just like completely forget what a beautiful horse looks like? A beautiful horse. I know that they have like lips. Ew. It's like, I wouldn't want to kiss this horse. And they have gold chin, and I'm pretty sure I've seen like, hairs on the chin. And like, I feel like I just like keep drawing the same thing and just like wonder why it's wrong. I'm gonna definitely have to like look at horses later. Um, just like what a horse's eyes look like now. I mean, I would assume that it looks like eyes like anything else. But like, I don't know, I keep making the same mistakes and wonder why I'm not getting anywhere in life. Well, what are you even looking at, Mr. Horse? If that's what you want to call this. This doesn't, I don't know. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that you're a horse, of course. I was trying to go for like an ear that's like flipping. I don't know. I'm still like doing something wrong here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Does it have something like that? I don't even know. Just like throwing shapes down in hopes that they work, maybe. Just make it like have hair that goes over like that, maybe. I really should probably put it on the other side, so I'm like covering up everything that I've done already. Just like the mane of fur, hair. Sorry, horses don't. Do they have fur? I think that the rest of their body is covered with fur, but their head is got hair. Now I'm jealous because they have both fur and hair. I mean, I think skin is cool too, but like, okay, maybe you could argue that this. Do horses have eyebrows? What happens if I put like an eyebrow on a horse? Maybe this needs an eyebrow too, now that I'm thinking about it. It doesn't really help. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, I'm going to fill out this page. And then I think I'm going to take a break. Something about, okay, so horse, someone said it fits in a square. Neck. Shoulder. Well, this already feels like it's wrong somehow. This is really okay. So if the shoulder blade would be here, so this would be the shoulder, I guess, and it would go into like the elbow, and then it would go down towards the wrist, and then it would have like. I'm sorry if I'm like. Okay, yeah. Then they have the shoe. That's awful. That's really bad. Chest, which goes into the abdomen. I have this nice. Okay, I'm like forgetting everything I've ever learned about anything. I have the hind legs. I got the horse booty, and something like that, I guess. Something like that. And then something like that's actually not bad hind leg compared to some of the other hind legs I've made in the past. Maybe you could say, oh yeah, that could be a horse. Yeah. I'm just thinking about there's what was it, The Witcher? I had like a horse. And the horse kept taking a shit. And just like, we need to do a retake on that one. Your horse took a shit again. Oh boy. One day I'll be good at art. Until then, this is what we got. Like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Maybe I like spent so much time practicing foxes that like I need to like dedicate some more time to drawing horses and probably dragons. But yeah, no, keep doing the same thing and like expecting a different result is not gonna work, I guess. And now it's like, I don't know. Let's put the hair on the other side this time. That's it's um yeah. I am so glad that that I'm not streaming this to the internet so everybody can see how bad my horses are. LOL. This is ridiculous. Alright. I think I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna look at some pictures of some horses and maybe I'll come back later. I'm gonna try to do sketches daily because I think it's good to practice things daily. I also want to do piano and like programming and coding and continue like trying to build a game and do a bunch of other stuff. But like I need to do better with my time management and also my motivational levels and some other things. But now that I figured out that like even though it's a janky setup, I can like stack a jar of peanut butter on top of a mason jar and like hold my phone instead of like this tripod looking at other people. But like as janky as it is, it's resourceful and it works. All right. I appreciate you hanging out, that one viewer. Super cool of you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I will talk to you later. I wonder if there's like some sort of delay or lag that I have to like keep up with, or if it's just like as soon as it goes through, it goes through. But I'll give it about like 20 seconds or so. I also have to get my daily chess game in. Or something. Alright. Later.